Yep.
Because I want to control it. And I love my family.
All right.
And I love you.
Yep. Love you too.
Now let's meet these Barrie boys. Start adding statistics to your lingo.
No.
Well, instead of doing the play-by-play all the time, start saying. So you break down. You stop. Everybody knows the play-by-play. I would start adding from the very. Start promoting yourself to the freaking Orangeville, and on the next thing you know, they'll pay you for it. Like, oh, this motherfucker's like, hey, he's like talking about Orangeville.
Yeah.
That's it. Two out of two right now. We got three tournaments in a row. We meet Barrie, Colts, U12A. Every time, semi. We meet that third and fourth. Seeing that?
Yep.
All right. You won what?
What's that?
What was the first game?
Barrie.
Second.
This
what
is-
was-
this is
what was
second.
the score? Oh, I thought it was third.
No.
Where's all the marbles in Orangeville?
Depends on how they do here.
If they win, yeah.
Yeah.
It's do or die for them. If you guys win this, you're gonna win the championship. Fingers crossed on this one, big guy. Go Ontario!
All right, here we go.
Might be a little drunk, man.
Go sit down.
Boxing, I don't want to say anything. Here we go!
Game 2. Telford in for the draw. Wins it clean back to Sloan. Sloan up the near boards for Lunny. He gets pinched. Back to Sloan. Lunny picks it up, turns, fires it into the Colts zone. And Drady picks it up. Just squirts past him. Colts clear it to the far half boards. They'll pick it up and bring it down the far wing. And over the Flyers blue line. Into the corner. Pass on him. Lunny with a good stick, gets it behind his net, brings it up the near side.
Get it out!
To the blue line and out. Lunny stabs at it, he gets tripped.
How's it, guys?
Colts pick up the loose puck in their own zone. Pass it up through center. Beyond everybody, that'll be icing.
Orangeville's got an acting school.
Darling in for the draw. To DeCamillis to Jeffrey Stedman with the shot. Picked off just before it got to the net. Colts pick it up. Bring it down the near wing. Back in Flyers territory and chip it deep behind the net. Way sends it to the near corner. Colts player picks it up. Out front. Hits a stick, comes to the blue line, held there.
Point!
Colts in the Flyers' far corner. Tries to walk out with it. Loose puck. Cleared out of the way by Jeffrey Stedman to Ambrosio. Up to Darling at center. Darling in over the blue line. Through traffic. Hits the brakes. Takes it to the near side. Shot missed just wide. Way back at the point. Holds it in. He's under pressure. Gets a piece of it. Doesn't go all the way in. Colts clear it down the ice. Jeffrey Stedman back in his own zone. Picks up the puck. To Darling. Darling lifts that up to center. Colts back to center ice. DeCamillis picks it up. Under pressure. Gets over the red line. Drags it into the Colts blue zone. Colts cleared back out. Felix dumps it in. And we'll call that offside. .8:03 to go in the first period. Nickel takes the draw. Guglietti shovels it over the blue line. Colts pick it up and bring it back out. In the Flyers territory. I guess that wasn't offside. Colts fire it back in the zone. O'Shea picks it up behind his net to the near corner. Up to Felix. Gets the blue line and out. Played to the center ice. Milt shoves that to the far corner. Savory hops over Guglietti's stick. That'll roll into the Colts territory. Colts back and forth in their own zone. Up the near wing. He gets center ice. He chips it in. Savory kicks it back out. Puck comes to center. And the Colts play it back in their own zone. Up to the Flyers blue line and in. Stepped around Nickel's shot. Milks makes a save and holds it for the whistle. Telford in for the draw. Colts win it forward. Milks through the 5-hole. And that's a goal. 1-0 Colts.
I don't think he was expecting that pass. That was a pass.
Darling steps in for the draw. Won by the Colts back on their own blue line.
Go, Hunter!
DeCamillis in on the forecheck. Colts play it at the far side. Ambrosio keeps it in the corner. He'll stab it deep behind the net to the near wing. DeCamillis back, plays it out the far side. Colts shovel it to the blue line. Nash just missed it. Sloan lifts it to the Colts blue line and in. Ambrosio gets there first, gets it to the corner. Colts played around the near wing. Hard off the boards to the blue line. Sloan kept it in. For a second, Colts come up with it. They bring it down through center ice. Sloan does a good job getting back. DeCamillis back in the Colts zone. Colts up to their blue line. To the far wing before they dump it in the Flyers zone. That'll go around behind the net to the near wing. Sloan to DeCamillis at the blue line. He sends that in the Colts zone. They pick it up, fire it out far side to the Flyers blue line and in. Mass on his man. Darling to Ambrosio. Ambrosio sends it across for DeCamillis just out of his reach. Colts off the near boards, back in the Flyers territory. Shot. Blocker saved by Milks. Wade clears to the blue line. Tipped. Loose puck and it's in. Start the game with a couple of quick goals. 5:43 to go in the first period. Nickel on the draw, picked up by Felix. He turns, gets the red line and shoves it in towards the Colts blue line. Cleared away to Jeffrey Stedman. He'll hit Nickel at the blue line. Pressured there by the Colts. Gets it to Felix in over the Colts territory. In traffic. Nickel picks it up. He gets stripped and the Colts are going to the box. Colts penalty, 2 minutes for tripping. 5:20 to go in the first period. Nichols steps in to take the draw. One by the Colts to the near corner. They'll fire it hard around the boards to the far blue line. Way not there in time. Dumps it in. Colts clear that puck back to neutral territory. Way to Felix. Felix in over the blue line. Nickel gets it to Guglietti in the far corner. He takes it behind the goal line. Under pressure. Nickel steps in to help. Guglietti in the near side. Comes up to Felix. Guglietti and Felix fighting over it. Guglietti out from behind the net. Lost it. Picks it up back in the corner. Guglietti sends it to the near corner. Nobody is there. Cleared to the blue line. Held there by Jeffrey Stedman. His shot was blocked. Colts pick it up back in the Flyers territory. Around way. The front shot. Brooks makes the save. Felix picks up the rebound. Tries to hit Guglietti. He fell. Cleared to center ice. Dump back in. Felix steps around one. Lifts it to the Colts blue line. And Drady in. A little too early. Cleared to center ice. Guglietti drives it back in. Colts send it to Jeffrey Stedman at his own blue line. Cross ice picked off by the Colts. They'll bring it back in Flyers territory around the D. Telford got a good stick. Colts with the puck. Cleared to the point. Shot. Missed wide. Rebound out the far side. Andrade to the half boards. To Telford. To Lunny picks it up to center ice. Lunny in through center. Into the blue line. That's a shot goal. Pad save. Rebound. Back to Lunny. He gets stripped of it in the corner. 15 seconds to go in the Colts penalty. They'll send it down the far wing. O'Shea picks it up in his own zone. Sends it to Andrade waiting at center ice. Andrade in over the blue line across to Lunny. Lunny winds up, shot blocked. Telford couldn't get the rebound. Colts penalty's over and they're straight through center ice. In over the Flyers blue line, shot. Missed it on the near side. Telford to the blue line and out. Colts dump that puck back in. Pick it up. Steered wide by Savory. And the Flyers are going to the box. Flyers penalty, number 91, Nathan Andrade. 2 minutes for tripping. 2:57 to go in the first period. Ambrosio steps in to take the draw. Colts win it back to the blue line. Jumped in along the near boards. Sloan gets a piece of it. He'll fire that down the ice. Ambrosio giving chase. Colts pick it up, bring it out the far side. Cross ice pass in over the Flyers blue line. Mass tries to clear it, gets it to Sloan, to Ambrosio. He chips it over the defense. Didn't have the wheels to pick it up. Colts back out over their blue line, through center into the Flyer zone. Centering pass, shot, blocked there by Sloan. Mass picks up the loose puck, gets it to the blue line, sends it across ice, kicked forward by the Colts. Colts goaltender steers it to the near corner. They'll play it off the boards to the Flyers blue line. Sloan sends it back in the zone. Camillus and Ambrosio couldn't quite settle it down. Colts back in the Flyers territory, down the near corner, sent it behind the net. Sloan chips it forward to the far corner. Pass off the boards for Darling. Darling has the stick poke, picks it up at center. Darling in over the blue line, taking it wide to the near corner. Darling still on it. Drags it to the corner, killing off some of this penalty. Colts finally get it out the far side. Cross ice to the Flyers blue line, lifted in. Wade swipes at it, gets it to the blue line, not out. To Jeffrey Stedman. He tried to hit Darling, just pops over his stick, sails to the near corner. Colts, Darling on it, in the near far corner, gets a piece centering pass for Felix, intercepted by the Colts. Colts off the glass to center ice, Jeffrey Stedman. He sent that across, intended for Darling. He let it go in the far corner. 1 minute to go in the period. Colts out of their zone through center ice. Back in the Flyer zone, down the far wing. Out, shot, missed wide. Way lifts that up to center. Touched by a high stick, and that'll be a whistle. 35 seconds to go in the first period. Nickel in for the draw. He wins it. Guglietti overskated the puck. Colts pick it up at center. In over the Flyers blue line. Felix with a good stick breaks up that rush. O'Shea sends it out the far boards down into the Colts territory. Just too far, it'll be icing. 19 seconds to go in the first.
Go Hunter!
Nickel back in for the draw. Scrum draw. Picked up by O'Shea. Guglietti picks up the loose puck. Gets it to Felix at center. 10 seconds to go. Felix in over the blue line. Takes it to the near corner. Under pressure. Nickel steps in to help. Loose puck. Picked up by the Colts. Cleared to the blue line, and that'll do it for the first period.
$20 at Flyers Scoop King.
Probably. Here we go to start the second period. Flyers need to do something to get this game going in their direction. Telford to take the draw. Colts win it. Played back to their own blue line. Andradian on the forecheck. Colts play at the far wing. Stretch pass up to the Flyers blue line and in the zone. Drop pass. Shot blocked by Lunny. He picks up the rebound. Down the near wing. Lunny drags it in over the blue line, runs out of road. Colts clear it back up to center ice. They'll turn, fire it in. That'll sail around behind the net to the near corner. O'Shea to Andrade. Andrade under pressure gets the puck to center. Colts pick it up back at their own zone. Cross up to center. Lunny intercepted that. Lunny in over the blue line, just couldn't hold on to it. Loose puck. Lunny kicks it forward. Too much watching going on here. Colts pick up the loose puck, send it to the blue line and out. Colts back in over the Flyers territory. Shot. They scored. Come on, boys.
Those guys got the D on a freaking, they're in the center all the time. The two Ds on. All right, coast to coast.
Darling steps in to take the draw. Another one won by the Colts. Back to the near wing at center. In the Flyers territory, Mass swipes at it. Darling picks up the loose puck, takes it behind his net. Sends it to the far boards, intercepted by the Colts. Back to Darling in the corner. Clear to the blue line and out. Colts dumped it back in. Sloan to Mass. Mass lifts that to Ambrosio at center ice. Ambrosio chips it in to the near corner. That'll roll around to the far boards. Clear to the blue line. Sloan kept it in. Thrown on net, intercepted by the Colts. They'll try sending out the far boards again. Chipped off, picked up by the Colts at center ice. Lifted into the zone. Why'd you stop skating? Sloan to Darling. Darling under pressure, lifts it to center ice, past the Colts player. Ambrosio. Not quite quick enough to pick up the pass. Colts up the far board, or near boards to the blue line and out. Back in Flyers territory, Mass steers him to the outside. Darling. Down the near wing, through center. Under pressure. Darling drags it in over the blue line. Stripped there by the Colts. They'll play that up to center ice. Jeffrey Stedman. Back into the Colts territory. Flyers are offside. They're offside.
It was offside. He didn't touch it. He didn't touch it. Bad call.
Guess they'll say that one's going all the way back into the Flyers territory. Nickel in for the draw. Colts win it. Shot on net. Missed wide. Rebound to the near half boards. Guglietti to Nickel. Nickel lifts that to center ice. Colts backpedaling. Cross ice to the Flyers blue line, back in the zone. Shot. They scored. That would be a really good time for the Flyers coach to call a timeout. Telford on the draw, another one won by the Colts. Colts from their zone up the near boards into the Flyers end. Cleared out by Andrade. Colts back to their D. To the near side, D to D every time. Passed up through center. O'Shea got a piece of it to keep that from hitting the net. Cleared to the blue line and out. Andretti to Telford. Telford across, intercepted by the Colts. Dumped into the Flyer zone. That'll roll behind the net to the near corner. O'Shea to Andretti. Andretti across to Lunny on his backhand. He has to hit the brakes, pick it up. Lunny drop pass. Savory holds it along the far boards. Colts get a piece of it to the Flyers blue line and in. Shot. Milks holds that for the whistle. At 11:04 to go in the second period. Darling steps in to take the draw. Scrum draw picked up by the Colts to the blue line. Sent into the near corner. One-timer misfired. Mass sends it around the far boards. Kept there by the Colts. Dumped back in the corner. To the near wing. Loose puck picked up by Darling. Misplayed. Sloan plays it to the near wing at center ice for Ambrosio. Ambrosio in over the blue line. To the near corner under pressure. Hits Darling. A little too hard. Darling's going to the box for that. Flyers penalty number 39, Hudson Darling. 2 minutes for cross-checking. 10:30 to go in the second period. DeCamillo steps in to take the draw. Won by the Colts, cleared to the near wing. Ambrosio kicks it to the blue line, held there by the Colts. Colts in deep, shot. They scored. Oh, a timeout. They need a timeout and settle down their goalie. 10:21 to go in the second period. Nichols steps in for the draw. Guglietti shovels it to the blue line. Colts get a piece of it. Cleared back to center ice. Jeffrey Stedman to Felix. Felix in over the blue line. Through traffic, picked up by the Colts. Shot from the blue line. Deflected just wide by Way. Colts play it up to center. Intercepted by Felix. Colts pick it up back at center ice. Lifted into the Flyers territory in the far corner. Way hard around the near boards to center ice. Colts back in their own zone. The far wing one-touch pass. Puck comes back to Jeffrey Stedman in the Flyers' end. To Guglietti. Couldn't hold on to that one. Colts down the near wing. And over the Flyers' blue line. They'll play it to the near corner. Way off the near boards. Just held there by the Colts. Played in deep to the near corner. Guglietti in the corner. Way keeps it there. Guglietti picks up the puck, gets it out over the blue line. Up through center. Intercepted by the Colts. They'll bring it back in the zone. Colts hit around the D. Out front, shot. Milks makes the save and holds it for the whistle. Face off to the right of Milks. Telford in for the draw. Colts win another one to the point. Shot. Saved by Milks. Rebound out front. Cleared behind the net to the near side. Shot. And it's in. Darling on the draw. Nobody knows where the puck is except for the Colts, it seems. Back in the Flyers territory, down the far wing. DeCamillis gets a piece of it to Darling. They'll bring it out over the blue line, chip it down the ice into the Colts territory. Darling across to Ambrosio, deflected just behind him. To the near corner, picked up by the Colts. They'll clear that to the blue line. DeCamillis steps around one, loses an edge, gets the puck to the far corner. Darling takes it behind the net to the near side. Sends it across to Savory at the point. Savory steps around one, gets the puck in deep. Savory, shot from a steep angle. Intercepted. Ambrosio walks into it. Shot. Pad save. Rebound. Comes for the Colts. They'll lift that down the ice. That'll go for icing. Why would they? Nickel on the draw, he wins it. Sloan to Mass. Guglietti picks that up in the near corner. Guglietti tries to walk out with it. Loose puck in the blue paint. Cleared by the Colts. Sloan with the shot. Missed just wide. And they're going to call that high stick. Nickel in for the draw. Gets a piece of it to Guglietti. He chips it around. Shot. Blocker save. And the Colts are going to the box for that. 2 minutes for tripping. .7:18 to go in the second period. Telford in for the draw. Colts win it to the far corner. They'll bring it behind their net. Send it up the near boards. Mass keeps it in, chips it to the near corner for Andrade. Andrade under pressure. He gets run over. Telford steps in, gets the puck to Mass. He throws it on net. Missed just wide. Puck out the far boards. Lunny couldn't hold on to it. Colts chip it down into the Flyers zone. Mass back to pick it up. Sends it to the corner, up to the half boards for Lunny. Touch pass to Telford, through center. Shovel to Andrade. They'll get it in the zone, but Colts clear it back out. Sloan chips it into the far corner. Colts shovel it around the near boards. Misplayed. Andrade to Telford. Mass steps in to give him a hand. Andrade back to Mass. He backhands it, not enough. Colts player clears that down the ice. Quick shot, bad save by Dittman. Rebound cleared to the Colts player coming off the bench. Shot tipped over the net, rebounded in the near corner. Ambrosio to Darling off his skates, back to Sloan, cleared to the blue line, picked up by Ambrosio at center ice. Ambrosio gets it in over the Colts blue line. 30 seconds to go on the power play for the Flyers. Cleared all the way down, out of the zone. Colts pick it up at their blue line. Shovel it through center ice, away to DeCamillis on that center. He gets stick check. Colts pick it up. DeCamillis, Darling, and Jefferson, and Ambrosio battling to get it out. It's under DeCamillis' skate. Darling picks it up. Through traffic. In over the blue line just. Colts pick it up and bring it out the other way. Ambrosio with a great stick. Break that up. Sends it back in the near corner. Colts pick it up. Fired around the far side. To the half boards. Cleared up through center. Way gets a piece of it. Way at the red line. Shoot. Missed wide. Flyers are offside. Colts cleared back to the Flyers' blue line, picked up by Way. He'll send it in. Ice. Would have been icing. Colts player touched it. Cleared to the far boards. Felix battling in the far corner. Gets it to Nickel. Nickel trying to get it to Jeffrey Stedman. Back to Nickel. Sends it in a little deeper. Nickel has the stick tied up. Puck's pinned along the far boards. Uglietti with Nickel all stabbing at it, trying to get it out. Cleared off Nickel, skates right to the Colts player, of course. Through center. In over the Flyers' blue line. Hits the brakes. And carries on, sends it to the near corner. Felix tried to send it behind. Colts player gets a piece of it. Jeffrey Stedman off the far board. Shot from a steep angle. Intercepted. Finally comes to Felix along the far boards. Felix gets center ice. Couldn't get it around the D. Puck comes to Savory at center ice. Colts pick it up. Chip it back in the Flyers' end. Way pins it. Lifts it high behind him to the blue line and out. That puck will come to center ice. Colts play it back in their own zone. Up the far wing, in over the Flyers' blue line. Shot from the point, Way to the near boards. That'll go off the boards and bank to center. Cleared back to center ice by the Colts. They'll pick it up in the Flyers' zone. Money on his man. Gets him to the far near corner. Shot deflected. O'Shea picks it up, clears it to Telford at the blue line. Telford to Andrade. He's in over the Colts zone. Andrade with the shot. Blocked. Comes to Lundy. Lundy with the shot. I think the goalie got a piece of that. Rebound comes to the near corner. Andrade sends it to the far side. Colts to their blue line and out. Back in the Flyers' territory around the D. Shot. Dittman makes the save. O'Shea cleared to the Colts. Shot. And it's in. Darling steps in to take the draw. Won by the Colts. Played back to their D. Up the far wing to the Flyers' blue line. Sloan sends that to DeCamillis. He gets pinned. Darling steps in to help. Colts come up with it. Chip it just behind Sloan. Sloan does a great job getting back. And the Flyers are going to the box somehow. I didn't see what happened, but Colts back at the blue line. Shot deflected wide. Finally touched by Darling for the whistle. DeCamillis is going to the box for head contact. 1:54 to go in the second period. Darling in on draw, gets a bit of a fist face. Cleared out by Jeffrey Stedman to the near boards. Colts dump it back in the near corner. They'll pick it up, walk it to the half boards before hitting the brakes. Darling applying pressure, gets the puck to the corner. He gets pinned. Ambrosio picks up the loose puck. Skates it to the blue line up the center before getting stripped. Colts back in the Flyers' end, walks through the middle. To the far side, shot, hits a couple bodies. Cleared to the near corner, Ambrosio. He'll send that down through center into the Colts zone. DeCamillis got double minor, so 4 minutes. Colts up to center. Back in the Flyers' territory, passed across, thrown on net, steered wide by Dittman. Way with a good stick, shot just over the net, rebound comes out the near side. Nickel turns and fires, gets it to the blue line, not out. Colts from the half board, shoveled it towards the net. Felix intercepted it. Out behind. Pass back to the near corner. Away. Just misfired. Colts pick it up. Played it behind the net. Coming out the near side. To the slot. The shot deflected wide to the near corner. Again, thrown out front through traffic out the far side. Colts play it back in the near corner or far corner. Colts out front shot. And it's in. 10.5 seconds to go on the Flyers penalty. Andretti steps in to take the draw. Colts win it. Andretti does a good job getting it back. Colts strip it at center, in over the blue line. The corner, drop pass. Back in the far corner. Played behind, and that'll do it for this second period. All right, here we go to start the third period. Flyers starting to man down. Andretti in for the draw. He wins it back to Savory. Savory up to Guglietti at center. He tips it into the Colts zone. Colts cycling it in their own end. Pass up to the far wing at center ice. In over the Flyers territory. To the far corner. O'Shea steering him on the outside. Shot missed wide. Rebound comes to the near board. Guglietti ties up his man. Here to the point. Savory does a pretty good job. Gets it to the blue line and finally out. That puck will roll to center ice before the Colts pick it up. Pass across ice. To center. In the Flyers blue line. Andretti applying pressure. Guglietti stabs at it. Gets it to the blue line and out. Guglietti through center. In the Colts blue line. No interference there, I guess. Wow, these Barrie refs are magic. Colts along the near boards. Cross ice pass. Lunny runs out of room, catches an edge. Puck settles down in front of the Flyers bench. Lunny kicking it forward. Lost it in the snow. Colts pick it up. Drop from this side of center ice. Savory sends it out the far side. 30 seconds to go on the Flyers penalty. O'Shea on his man along the far boards. O'Shea bumps him. Loose puck picked up by Lunny. He sends it around the far near boards to the blue line, not out. Colts from center, gloved down by Dittman. Telford in for the draw. to the left of Dittman. Gets a piece of it to the far boards. Cleared up to the center ice. Lunny applying pressure. Cleared to the Flyers blue line by the Colts. Sloan just overskated. Colts back in the Flyers end in the near corner. Thrown out front. Couldn't handle the pass. Puck goes to the far boards. Cleared behind the net. DeCamillis freshly out of the box. Just overskated it to Lunny. Colts pick up the loose puck. Cleared to the blue line. Shot over the net. Rebound on the near side. Sloan applying pressure. Puck comes out. Dittman holds that for the whistle. Darling in for the draw. From draw, Darling gets a piece of it to the near blue line, kept in by the Colts. To the half boards, Darling chips it up to center ice. And then the Colts are going in the box, 2 minutes for slashing. Twelve and a half minutes to go in the third period. Darling steps in to take the draw. Won by the Colts to the near corner. They'll play that behind their net. Hit the brakes. Get a bit of room. Pass up to the half boards. Colts fired all the way down to the far corner. Mass back to pick it up. Sends it to the half boards for Ambrosio. To Darling. He got a piece of it to center ice. Colts dump it back in the Flyers' end. Sloan gets it there up to the blue line for Darling. Darling down the near wing. Runs out of room, gets it in over the Colts zone. They'll get a piece of it and fire it back out. Minute 20 to go on the penalty. Mass to DeCamillis at his own blue line. DeCamillis back in the Flyers or Colts territory to the far near side. He gets bumped. Loose puck. Settles down in front of the net. Nobody was there.
Hey, boys.
Nickel back in for the draw. Comes loose. Colts pick it up. We're on a power play, boys. Nickel battling. Loose puck picked up by Guglietti. He gets stick checked. Colts out front. Sends it to the far corner. 30 seconds to go on the penalty. Colts still with possession. Way dumps that up to center ice. Colts trying to play it back in their own zone. Felix in on applying pressure. Pass across. Shovel pass. Nickel in some feet. Cleared to the blue line and out. Way picks it up at center ice. Hits the brakes, takes it in himself. In over the blue line, lets a shot go. Blocked in front. Puck will go to the far corner. Colts regroup, gain the puck. Send it all the way down. That'll be icing. Colts player was holding Way's stick, and with two refs on the ice, nobody saw it. Open your eyes, ref. Telford steps in to take the draw. Telford wins it. Andrade with the one-timer had that one blocked. Cleared to the blue line. Savory kept it in. Along the near boards. Colts off the boards. Telford and Lunny. Savory battling at the blue line. Keeps it in back to the near corner for Lunny. Thrown out front. Shot by Andrade, missed just wide. Lunny in the far corner this time. Changes directions. Hits the brakes. Gets it to Andrade behind the net. Andrade under pressure. He gets hauled down. Lunny throws it across. Andrade settles it down. Couldn't quite pull the trigger. Had the puck roll off the stick. Colts pick it up. Send it cross ice to the Flyers blue line and in. through the middle to the near corner. Colts played to the blue line. Telford. No hook? I guess not. Colts played off the boards. No icing. Colts pick it up in the Flyers' end. Walks around the D. Shot. Takes a funny bounce. Missed high over the net. Colts pick it up to the blue line. One-timer. Missed everybody. DeCamillis just overskated. Picks up the stick. Does a good job. And the Colts are going back to the box. Colts penalty, 2 minutes for tripping. 9:02 to go in the third period. Darling in for the draw. Scrum draw. Colts get it to the blue line. Sloan kept it in. Mass shovels it back to Sloan. Miscommunication. Colts pick it up and fire it down the ice. Sloan back in his own end. Picks it up along the near boards. To Darling. Darling up to DeCamillis at the blue line. To Ambrosio at center ice. Ambrosio in over the blue line. Gets stick check. Colts poke at it. To the blue line. Stayed in. DeCamillis. Pass the puck, boys. Cleared to the blue line. Sloan has it in his feet. Steps around one. Throws it on net. Block. Ambrosio with the shot. Doesn't get all of it. DeCamillis in the far corner. To Darling. Darling out front. Nobody's there. Colts clear the zone. Fire it down in the Flyers' end. Sloan behind the net for Mass in the far corner. Mass to the half boards for Darling. Darling to Ambrosio. He'll take it down the far wing. Ambrosio runs out of room. Darling to Mass to DeCamillis in over the blue line. Colts are just swarming the puck carrier because the Flyers are not passing. Sloan back at neutral ice across to Mass. He gets in over the blue line, but DeCamillis was tied up, couldn't clear the zone. Offside. 32 seconds to go in the Colts penalty. Nickel in for the draw. Colts win it. Scrum draw. Nickel kicks it to Guglietti. Gets the blue line. Stick check there. Drop pass. Felix finally gets it in. Lost it in traffic. Back to Felix. Felix with the shot. Missed wide. Guglietti behind the Colts goal. He's pinned. Tries to drag the puck back into his control. Felix steps in to help him out. Puck wasn't moving. That'll get a whistle. Five seconds to go on the penalty. Nickel in for the draw. Scrum draw in feet. Felix drags it out, gets a shot, deflected. Colts pick up the loose puck. Up the center, Jeffrey Stedman turns and fires it back in the zone. Colts in the near corner, off the boards to their blue line and out. Stop there, Felix does a good job. Guglietti pokes it towards the Colts blue line. They'll get there first and ship it into the Flyers' end. To the far corner. Thrown out front. Somehow that missed just wide. Colts again out front. Shot in the glove of Dittman. Telford in for the draw. Picked up by the Colts. Thrown on net, missed wide to the near corner. Colts chipped it back into the corner. Telford to Lunny at the half boards. He gets it out of the zone to center ice, but got tied up in the process. Colts back in their own zone. Out over their blue line. Back in the Flyers territory. Lunny applying all kinds of pressure. Colts player hits the brakes to the blue line. Tipped by Telford, clears center ice. Andretti, he gets bumped. Loose puck picked up by the Colts at center. Colts turn, fired into the near corner, the Flyers end. Savory back to pick it up. Savory behind his net, up the near side through traffic, picked off by the Colts. Back to Savory to Andretti. Colts steal that one and bring it up through center. Back in their own zone. They'll play to the near boards. Lunny pressuring, the Colts peel back. To the far corner, back into the near side. Lunny gets there. Telford to Andretti. Couldn't hold it. Colts shove it through past Savory into the Flyers' blue line. Shot. Dittman with the save. Rebound. Cleared out by O'Shea to the far corner. Darling. He'll send it to the near side for DeCamillis. DeCamillis stripped there by the Colts. Cross ice. Shot off the mask of Dittman. That puck settles down behind the net. Cleared to the far corner by DeCamillis. Colts to the near side. Hit a Flyers stick. Come up to the blue line. Dumped back in. Savory in the corner. Intercepted. Shot. Deflected by O'Shea into Dittman. Darling in for the draw. He wins it to Ambrosio. Ambrosio drives it to the blue line and out. Darling picks it up at center. Bit of a hook. Lost his balance, but Mass almost had a break. Cleared to the Flyers bench. Darling back in his own zone. He turns, hits DeCamillis at the blue line. He plays it up to center to the near wing. Chips it into the near corner of the Colts end. 4 minutes to go in the third period. Colts behind their net to the near corner. DeCamillis pressuring, comes to the Colts blue line and out. Mass slows him down. Ambrosio strips it and changes directions. Back in the Colts end. Throws it on net. Deflected on target. The goaltender holds it for the whistle. Nickel in for the draw. Colts win it to the near far corner. Guglietti applying pressure. Colts fired around the boards to the near side. Cross ice to the opposite wing. In over the Flyers' blue line. Mass keeps him on the outside. Nickel steps in to help. Played off the side of the net. It's sitting there. Dittman holds the post. Nickel back in for the draw. Wins it to the far boards. Guglietti takes down his man, gets the puck to the blue line, not out. Colts chip it back in behind the Flyers net. Sloan just overskated it. Colts come up with it. Out front, couldn't connect with the backhand. Cleared by Sloan to Felix. He'll send that to center ice. Hops over the Colts stick. They get back and fire it back to the Flyers blue line and in. Mass tried to keep it out. Colts pick it up. Shot deflected wide by Sloan. To the far corner. Mass pressuring his men. Colts clear it out front. Picked off by Felix. Down the near wing. In over the Colts territory to the near corner. Felix. 3 Colts on him. Loose puck picked up by Nickel. He'll take it behind the net. Out the near side. To Way at the point. Way lets a shot go. Missed just wide. Sloan pinching it at the half boards. Gets it to Felix. Almost to Guglietti. Back to Felix. Thrown out front. Loose puck. Bounces through the crease. Guglietti gets cross-checked right in front of the goaltender. You're not going to do anything about that? Well, offsetting minors, I guess. Just the cheering after the penalty in Barrie is allowed. Telford steps in to take the draw. Scrum draw. Colts get a piece of it, cleared to the near corner. Andretti steps up with it. Out front for Telford, shot. Loose puck. Oh, come on. Telford back in for the draw. The scrum draw. Colts pick it up. Andretti got a stick on it, clears it to the near boards. Telford to Andretti. Andretti peels down low. Loose puck in front. Hopped over Lunny's stick, way to the blue line. Couldn't hold on to it. Colts pick it up through center ice, back in the Flyers territory. Loose puck. Lifted in a little bit. Minute 43 to go in the third period. Darling on the draw. Colts win it to the near boards. Here to the Flyers blue line. Savory almost kept it out. O'Shea pressuring. Colts to the far side. Shot missed wide to the near corner. Darling intended for DeCamillis. Back to Savory. Savory gets the blue line and out to center ice. Colts pick it up, back at their own blue line. Cleared to center, intercepted by DeCamillis. In over the blue line. He'll wind up, shot, blocked in front by the Colts defense. Cleared to the near corner. DeCamillis got a hook. Darling with the puck. Shovels it towards the net. Cleared to the blue line. O'Shea lets a shot go over the net. Rebound comes to the near side. DeCamillis turns, brings the puck behind the Colts net. Gets hauled down, no call. Colts cleared up to center ice. DeCamillis is down in the Colts end. That'll get the whistle. Three and a half seconds to go in the third period. Telford in for the draw. Colts pick up the puck. Back in the Flyer in their own zone. Cleared up to their blue line, up to center ice down the far wing. Colts back in the Flyers territory. Centering attempt picked off by Telford. He'll get a piece of it to the near corner. Felix lifts that to the blue line, just out of Nichols' reach. Colts cleared out the far side. Tried to dump it in. Second effort does. Telford to Felix. Felix gets it up to Nickel at center, in over the blue line. Nickel with the shot, steered wide. That will about do it for this game. try, boys. Good try. Good job, Cal.
We're still going on my green, right? Number 8. You guys gonna move up next year?
What's that?
This is A, right? You gonna do double A?
I don't know.
You have it in your office. What's up, Jay and Bud?
U12A's next.
Is it in Ricky this year?
Yeah.